Okay, so chapter 7 notes. Today we're going to be talking about some new verbs, müssen and wollen, and those are modals. And we're also going to be talking about Freizeitaktivitäten. What do you think that means? Free time activities, good. You don't need to know that one, but it's a good one to know. And hobbies. What do you think that means? Hobbies. That's the German word, because if it was English, it wouldn't be capitalized, and it'd be IES. So we're learning English today as well. Alright, here we go. Verbs first. Okay. So, these two verbs are called modal verbs. Modal verbs have a few goofy things about them. Okay, so you want to mark it in some way, shape, or form, make it stand out to you that it's a modal. So writing it underneath on your verb T where it says like perfectum preteritum, you can write all over that, that's fine. Okay, so modal verbs. Two things. They're regularly used with another verb. Anna oder Abby, könnt ihr bitte die Tour zu machen? Danke. Okay. And ich and er, sie, es conjugate exactly the same. Okay, so they have slightly different endings. Okay. So let me try the first one, wollen. Okay. Wollen means to want. Okay. So when we talked about you could use it with other verbs, or regularly is used with other verbs, you can say I want pizza and be done, and that's your only action in the sentence, right? It's your only verb. Okay? But you could say I want to eat pizza. To eat is then your other verb. I want to buy pizza. I want to make pizza. So to buy or to make, those would be your other verbs. Okay? Or I want to go home. So to go would be other verb. I want to go to sleep. So you have a lot of other verbs associated with it sometimes. Okay? So the right side of modals, the right side of the verb T is normal. Okay? So just like before. So how are you going to conjugate it for wir? Wollen. Yeah. So right side's normal. What about ihr? Wollt. And Sie and Sie? Wollen. Okay, so that's the easy side. Left side is a little goofy. Okay. Try that one. Ich will. Try that. Ich will. Good. So ich will. Will is a false cognate. So a cognate is a word that looks the same in both languages and means the same thing. A false cognate is one that looks the same but is not. So like gift in German doesn't mean gift, right? What does it mean? Poison. Okay, so will does not mean will. Okay? So if you know Will Tolson in the other class, he now has a new nickname because of this verb. Okay? No. So, but ich and er, sie, es are the same. So you can automatically fill in the other one as well. Okay? For du, just take whatever the ich form was, or the er, sie, es form, since they're the same, and you add your normal ending. What's your normal ending for du? ST. So all you do is take will, add your ST, so now you've got willst, and that's it. Okay? You've already learned some of these modals, you just didn't know it. So like kann and mag, those are modals as well. Okay? So we'll get more into those too. Alright, second verb. Müssen. Everybody should try that one. Müssen. Okay, this one's kind of a goofy one. It means must. But we don't traditionally in America say must, like I must go home. Okay, that's not. What would you say instead? Have to or need to. Exactly. Have to. So you're not going to use haben when you say have to. Or need to. But it's that you need to do something. It's not that you need something. Like I need a pencil. That's a different verb. You need to have that to in there. Or, as some people now say, got to or gotta. Okay, whatever helps you get to the right verb. That's what those are. Okay, so right side is normal. So it's wir going to be? Müssen. Ihr? Müsst. Sehen Sie? Müssen. Right side, because the umlaut sounds a little bit snootier. So it's not muss, but it's muss. Okay. Left side's a little bit different, a little bit easier. You'll see it spelled with the S's or the S set, so either way is fine. No umlauts on the side. This one is pronounced like the animal. Moose.
Moose.
Oh, yes, dankeschön. Good. It'll come back on the test because you'll know it. So then the credit will come up there. How's that? Okay.
Good.
Sehr gut, Sam. Okay. So left side. Try ich muss.
Ich muss.
Okay. Which means er, sie, es, man is
Muss.
muss. Same thing. No T ending on there. Okay. What about the do form? What's that going to be? We already have the S, so we're just going to add a T. Okay. Okay. So try that. Du musst.
Du musst.
Okay. So I'd mark that one as a modal as well. Okay. And that's it for the verb T's. Keep them handy. Look at your regular notes out now. Now we get into activities and hobbies and whatnot. All right, now we're into the how to use the modals. Okay, so this part definitely pay attention to. This is new to you. Okay, so with your word order, your the first thing you need to focus on is where does your conjugated verb go? Where does your conjugated verb always go? Second. Good. That's where your modal is going to go. It's the verb that you conjugate. That doesn't change. Okay? So if you have a modal, it goes in the second spot, and it's conjugated, same as normal. If you have another verb, you get to punt it. We call it verb punting. You kick it to the end of the sentence, and you don't conjugate it. You leave it alone, which is so nice, because you don't have to figure out, was it a regular verb, an irregular verb, blah. You just put the original form at the end of the sentence and leave it be. Okay? So, you notice they're color coordinated. So, modal verb is written in purple. Okay, so, ich muss nach Hause gehen. So, gehen is your other verb. What does that sentence mean?
I must go home.
I must go home. Yes, or as you would say, what would you actually say?
I need to go home.
I need to go home, or I have to go home. I gotta go home. Okay? So, I have to go home. Okay, so this one, the thing that trips people up the most is that they forget to put it at the end of the sentence, or they try and conjugate it, sometimes both. Okay, so we would say, I have to go. So to us, logically, you'd want to put it right after the have to part, but you got to remember, you kick it all the way to the end. You can have like 3 verbs piled up at the end of a sentence in German, but you only conjugate one. But you could have a lineup of them at the end of the sentence, which is kind of fun. Okay. Moving on. Word order for questions. Okay. If you have a question, your verb goes first, or if you have a question phrase, it goes right after the question phrase. Okay? So all you're doing is kind of flip-flopping your main subject and your verb. Okay? So same way that a regular question works. And just like with a sentence with a modal verb in it, if you have another verb, that one gets punted to the end too. Okay? And again, you leave it alone. Don't touch it. Don't conjugate it. Okay? So what does musst du nach Hause gehen mean? Must you go home? How would you say it? Do you have to go home? Mm-hmm. So the du is already in the musst. Now it's time for the activities. Okay, these are ones that come up in the chapter. Okay, so a couple of them you've seen before. Let's try the first one. Ins Kino gehen.
Ins Kino gehen.
Yeah, to go to the movies. Go to the movie theater, literally. Okay, so they're always going to list your verb at the end, but that's not where it's going to stay. So you're still going to move your verb to the correct spot. Okay, so be aware of that. So to go to the movies. So Kino is the physical building movie theater, okay? But they would just say go to the movies like this. Okay. So how would you say I want to go to the movies?
Is.
Ich? I want, not have to.
Wolle.
Check your verb teas. You have them handy, right?
Ich will.
Ich will.
No. Get. Kino gehen.
Ins Kino gehen. Yeah. Ich will. And then whatever's listed here. Ins Kino gehen. Okay. Try the next one. Fernsehen.
Fernsehen.
You've seen that one before. What's that? Any idea?
Something to see.
Something to see. Yeah. You see something. Fern means at a distance. That could be a better hit. To watch TV. Now it actually means to watch TV. So the concept, the physical word TV is included in that. So you wouldn't say like, I watch TV, The Simpsons. Right? So you don't include the program. Okay? You could say that differently. I watch The Simpsons and that's fine. But this verb Fernsehen includes TV in it. So be careful on that. So a lot of people try and say like, I watch TV House or something. And that doesn't work. Okay? Alright, try the next one. Trainieren. What do you think? To train. Yeah, this is specific like sports practice. It means like you're going to a sports practice and participating in that. Check. Gotta love the next one. Yeah, try that one. Das Auto waschen.
Das Auto waschen.
What's that mean? To wash the car. Yeah. So, spoiler alert, there's a little dialogue in the book this time where I think it's Robbie. Odds are good. It's either Robbie or Paul, right? One of the two of them calls up some girl, Nadia or Pia, I don't know, and invites him to the movies. And they get turned down. The girl gives some excuse why she can't go. So, I'm pretty sure it's Robbie. So Robbie calls his grandpa. Hey, Grandpa, you want to go to the movies? Grandpa turns him down. Says he's got to wash the car.
That's just go.
Wah, wah. And then Grandpa suggests he calls the girl that he already called. Oh, don't you like so-and-so? Call her. Wah, wah. Yeah, he got turned down by his grandpa. Okay. Try the next one. In den Alpen wandern.
In den Alpen wandern.
Any idea?
To wander in the Alps.
You are so not far off.
To go hiking.
To go hiking in the Alps. Yeah, you go wandering in the Alps, you're hiking, right? Okay, it does mean to hike. It doesn't mean to wander, but it's a way to get you there, right? Like you almost got it just by looking at the word. Okay? So to hike in the Alps.
Basically, but in the Alps.
The Alps is a mountain range in Europe.
Oh, so like just specifically?
It's very specifically in the Alps, yes.
Oh.
Actually, this should probably be capitalized because it's a proper noun. There you go. Yeah, so it's not like go hiking in the mountains. That's more general. Okay? The Alps go through like the bottom of Germany and Switzerland and Italy and France and that kind
I
of...
always thought that Alp was short for Appalachian.
Nope.
Me too.
You learned new things today.
I love learning. Love seeing it happen. I love
Alright, try the next one. Ins Schwimmbad gehen.
In Schwimmbad gehen.
Okay, what does gehen mean?
To go.
To go. Okay. To go. It wouldn't be swimming because it'd be schwimmen gehen, but you're on the right track.
swimming pool.
Huh? To go to the pool.
Nice.
I mean, technically swimming pool, yes, but we don't. We two are now just going to go to the pool. Okay. Everybody likes the next one. Try it. Schlafen gehen.
Schlafen gehen.
To go to sleep. Ich will schlafen gehen. The next two aren't activities, but it's a way to describe whether you're interested in doing something. Try it. Keine Lust haben.
Keine Lust haben.
What does haben mean?
To have.
To have. Okay? So to have. And keine means you have no or none of something. So in this case, no desire. Which kind of makes sense if you think about it. Okay? So what do you think Lust haben means then?
Yes.
Who want to?
To have desire, want to do something. Yeah. You know, so maybe Robbie asked his grandpa, "Do you have desire to go to the movies with me?"
Nein.
Ich habe keine Lust. I have no desire. Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
All right, try the next one. Spazieren gehen.
Spazieren gehen.
You've seen that one before. Pio and Plato mach this a lot. Mach this a lot. Wow, that was Germish. They do this a lot.
Oh, going on a walk.
To go on a walk. Mm-hmm. Next one. Try it. Mein Zimmer.
Mein Zimmer.
Aufräumen.
Aufräumen.
Do you know what Zimmer means?
My
Room. Yeah, like Klassenzimmer, classroom. So mein Zimmer means my room. Okay. Aufräumen means to pick up or to clean up. Okay. We tend to say pick up. Okay. I mean, you could say clean up too, certainly. It's not that you're getting out like 409 or Windex or something like that. You're not using cleaning materials, so to speak, but you're picking up stuff and you're putting it away. Okay. But you cannot use this as the I'm going to pick you up on the way to the movies. It does not work. Okay, this is specific to clean up kind of thing. Does that make sense?
Ja.
Try the next one. Die Übung machen.
Die Übung machen.
What does üben mean? To practice. Good. So Übung is practice or exercise. It's the noun version of it. Okay? So what does machen mean?
To do or make.
To do or make. In this case, to do. So to do the exercise or practice. That might be something that you would see in a textbook, for example. Exercise 3 or whatever. Try the next one. Ins Konzert gehen. What's it mean?
Die Gottesdienst.
Yep. Wow. 2. I like the next one. Try that one. In die Disco gehen. They still use that word. Okay. So, what do you think disco means?
Disco.
Yeah. What would we say? Dance club or club or something like that. Yeah. Okay. In the book, they spell it with a C sometimes. K is how you will find it across Europe, okay? Or across German-speaking countries anyway. Alright. And the last one on that one. Zu mir kommen.
Zu mir kommen.
What does kommen mean? Mm-hmm. Okay, so to come. And it can have two meanings. It can either mean to me, but you usually only use that with little kids and pets. Okay? So if you're trying to get, like, oh, come here, dog, you know, or whatever. Come to me. You know what I mean? Okay, so good for that. Or if you're trying to get a kid to come to you, or like they're learning how to walk, oh, come to me, you know. So more frequently that way. You could use it with a grown adult, but frequently it doesn't work that way.
Nein.
So how we're going to be using it in this context is it also means come to my house.
Das-
Okay? So come to my house. Okay, put them both on there so you don't forget them. But yeah, you're inviting them over. There we go. Try the next one. Mein Fahrrad.
Mein Fahrrad.
Oh, come on. Mein Fahrrad.
Mein Fahrrad.
Reparieren. 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 Garrett. Reparieren.
Reparieren.
The thing is that I could do that tongue twister easier than I can say that.
Well, good.
Make that the tongue twister.
No
This
kidding.
is Carter's out.
I get mine.
Okay. What does mein Fahrrad reparieren mean? To repair my bike. Next one. Try the first word.
Aufkleben.
Alright, guys, can we hold off on the glasses trading and actually focus on what you're supposed to be doing? Alright. Aufkleber.
Aufkleber.
Sammeln.
Sammeln.
Put it together. Aufkleber sammeln.
Aufkleber sammeln.
Because this is one that you all regularly do. It's to collect stickers. To collect stickers. Knucklepuck and Abby. Do you know how? Oh wow, that was redundant. Knucklepuck and Anna. Do you know how? Do you know how to say to collect stamps? Sehr schön. See, that's what the other textbook teaches is collect stamps. It's exciting. Yeah. Moving on up. Okay. Try the next one. Reiten. It does not mean to write. It means to ride. But we're talking about animals, so we're talking about a horse. Okay. So unless you specify a different animal, that is assumed.
Buffalo.
Godspeed.
Was that Kearney Cukin was the meme?
I will ride a turtle.
That's like, isn't that like baby?
Still recording, Carter. Do you want to keep going with this?
It's a real legit question.
You're asking about memes. I don't know that it's really something that we need to delve into. Okay. Next one.
Oh, I know this one.
Freunde besuchen.
Freunde besuchen.
Let's try that again. Freunde besuchen.
Freunde besuchen.
There we go. What does Freunde besuchen mean? To visit friends. Hopefully they're not synonymous. I know what you're going for, Calvin, but... The next one kind of makes me giggle.
Oh boy.
Okay. Try the first word. Flugzeuge.
Flugzeuge.
Basteln.
Boston.
Basteln.
Boston.
That is a verb that we don't really have. Basteln means to do crafts. Okay? Whatever the craft may entail, it is doing that craft. Okay, so Flugzeuge means airplanes. So Flugzeuge basteln means to build model aircrafts. Okay? Well, airplanes, by the way.
Okay.
To build model airplanes.
I like this already.
So you can basteln other things too. Doesn't just have to be a Flugzeug.
Could be like computers. What's the word for grass? An air helicopter.
Flugzeug literally means flight tool.
So
Okay? But I mean, you know, there are other kinds of crafts. Like you could build things out of balsa wood, like bridges or something. I don't know. So that would still be basteln too.
computers.
You don't craft a computer though.
Yeah, you could.
No. This is like artsy fartsy, that kind of stuff. It's not built. That's a totally different thing. So it's crafts. It's not crafting something. It is to do crafts. Different. Okay. Here. Last slide.
Yay.
Try it. Im Schulcafé arbeiten.
Im Schulcafé arbeiten.
Café.
Café.
Okay, just like a cafe. Cafe. Very similar. Yeah. Schulcafé.
Schulcafé.
What does that mean?
School café.
School cafe. It is not a school cafeteria. It is a school cafe.
Cafe 196.
Yes, something like that. So, in this, somebody talks about working in the school cafe. I've never seen the school cafe or a cafe in the school or whatever, but hypothetically they exist. What about arbeiten?
To work.
To work. So to work in the school cafe. Alright. Try the next one. Das Fenster.
Das Fenster
Aufmachen.
aufmachen.
Put it together. Das Fenster aufmachen.
Das Fenster aufmachen.
Jared.
Why does the E have like the?
Because everybody stole it from the French.
Okay.
So that's how you're supposed to write it in English.
Just so
That's-
you install it,
Yeah, we swiped it from the French. Alright, so das Fenster aufmachen means to open the window. This is a hobby and an activity. We forget.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Now, I mean, you can't mach das Fenster auf in here because it's sealed shut. But in Germany, they have something called Fensterkippen. Okay? Do you like to kip the Fenster? Abby, do you like to kip Fensters?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Fensterkippen is good fun. So kippen means to tip or to tilt. So they have... I knew somebody was going to... Cow tipping. So their windows work a little bit differently than ours. Number one, they don't have screens on their windows because they don't have mosquitoes. Well, they have giant, like I've seen like 4 mosquitoes in Germany. I know. It's a glorious place. You should go visit there sometime. Okay? So, an exchange meeting on the 6th. So, their windows start off looking like that on the left. Yeah? The handle's pointing down. That's the closed position. Okay? And then if you turn it to the side, like the arrow there indicates, instead of opening how we would expect, you know, where ours kind of usually go up and down, sometimes they tilt or whatever. Okay? In that case, the top part of it tips into your room. So, if this is the window and you open up the thing and it goes doop. So you a little bit of fresh air in. They believe that moving air is what makes you sick. They have phrases for it, like es zieht means it pulls literally, but it's drafty. Close the window. Okay? So they tip it a little bit. So if it's raining, the rain's just going to hit the window and go right back out. All right? So it's a cool thing. But if you then, instead of going halfway, turn it all the way up to the top so it's vertical again, and it opens like a door. It's awesome. Okay?
Can you walk out with it?
Well, if you're small, I could.
I probably could.
You know, but they do the same thing for their big patio doors. So they don't usually have sliding doors. They usually have giant versions of their windows, so you can do the same thing. And they have these, I don't know, the best way to describe them are goofy blinds. Did your house have goofy blinds?
Yeah.
Yes. So these blinds are like super industrial, usually made of metal on the outside or sometimes built into the window itself between panels of glass. Usually on the outside though, because they're meant as a weather protector as well. So they roll up inside of your house, so you can't see them. And then from the inside, you can either have them on a timer, a little mechanical device, or there's like a big, you know, string type thing that you would pull on to release them, and you let them down super slowly, otherwise they're really loud. So they're big metal things, and then as you lower them, they come down, right? And then when they get to the bottom, they start collapsing amongst themselves, or like onto themselves. And then they become total blackout curtains, essentially. They are amazing for midday naps. Amazing. You could not have a clue what time of day it is if you got one of those beautiful, beautiful blinds. I want them on my house. But I stayed at a house once that had them, and they were fancy. They had the timer. So they had them on all of their windows and all of their doors. And so they had patio door, and we were having a party at the house. It was part of the exchange thing, so we had some of the exchange teachers over. And they forgot to turn the timer off. So we're going out from the kitchen, the living room area, whatever, to the patio or whatever, back and forth, and somebody started walking underneath when it started to... Luckily, they're slow enough that they weren't severely injured. If it was me, I would have had plenty of time, but this person was tall, so it got him on the top of the head, but I'm sure there are sensors and stuff for that now. That was probably 10 years ago or so, 15 years ago. So, yeah, but we know just a clean cut. Yeah, I would hope that they have sensors for that kind of thing at this point, but who knows. But yeah, they're really, really kind of cool. I love, if you look up Fensterkippen, you will find images upon images, videos upon videos of how to kip a fenster. We had